Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and we're doing a little Minecraft with Botania, digging deep into the mod, and you won't believe how much has grown around that pylon behind me. I planted it in the last episode, and holy cow is it grown. But this isn't all. Here, let's spin around. Yeah, you can see in the little mini-map here, it's just gone bananas here, but this is the second time it's gone bananas because I've gone through and harvested it. I took the munch dew and ran around and gathered up all the leaves and then chewed down all the trees with my axe, and it made almost 2 entire mana pools worth of mana. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing, but off camera, just to get rid of this, because that's way too much woods next to my place. But I'm glad to have this. In fact, let's take and fill up my mana ring, because I'm going to be using that in a bit. Oh, stuff. I went into the nether and found one of the fortresses, ran around there and got a lava charm, so that will actually give me like 10 seconds of not burning up, which is nice. I like not burning up. Now let's put on some armor, because why not? Okay, stuff that we are going to do. I want to, well, let's go back here. The tree farm is working very nicely. You can see the munch dew here is leveled out any of the leaves nearby. But let's see, we've got, lots. We've got lots and lots of birch, and this is not growing very fast, but it is steady. And one of the things I will do is I'll come through here, take a look at the hopper, and I'll grab more than whatever a stack is in there, because waste not, want not. I'll come over here and I'll dump it into my system. It's currently burning some coal, but we'll just put it into there, into the dropper, and it'll burn through all the saplings really fast. Normally I just dump it on top and that works, but so this has been working very nicely. It's unlimited wood, but it's slow, but that's okay. It does the deed for what we need right now. What I would like is to get better mana production. So instead of having to come in here and manually toss burnables onto this, or toss them into the dropper underneath and let them process, instead what I would like is to have something that gives me steady mana growth, something that will steadily produce mana for me that doesn't require any intervention or work on my part. So to do that, if we take a look at the stuff here, we're going to make some thermal lilies, and I have some of the stuff except for the flowers. So let's go ahead and grab that. I didn't grab the flowers yet, so I need 2 reds and 4 oranges, if I can math. Alright, now let's put the flowers back. Alright, let's go ahead and grab these bits, and you too. If we take a look at this again, 1 red, 2 oranges, and then we've got those. Alright, oh, it just occurred to me, I have no buckets, because my buckets are currently filled with lava. So let's go ahead and grab some buckets real quick. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I've been doing a little digging. It's been working great. And having Silk Touch on the pick means I can come back here and pretty much double my ores, which has been very handy. All right, need bucket. That's the first thing I need. It's like you can never not have enough buckets. All right, so over here we need 1 of you, 1 of you, 1 of you, 2 of you, and a seed. Cool. All right, let's bucket this, bucket that, right hand, seed. And we're going to make 4 of these, which should be all that I need for right now. And this is a modular system that my friend Mekle showed me, and I said, "Ooh, that's really cool. I like that a lot." And I decided to go ahead and set that up here. So next thing I want to do is take these thermal lilies and make them floaters. Oh, they do stack. Cool. All right, that's very nice to have. All right, let's go ahead and stick you right there. The other thing, I need to make a few stuff. Let's grab these here. We need a battery box and some casings. Those are from actual editions, so I don't feel the need that I have to show off building anything with those. But I do want to make these mana flux fields. So, and I'm going to make 5 of these. The nice thing about these mana flux fields, when you push mana through them, they will charge power-wise, RF, CF, whatever the power is, any item touching them, which is very handy. It's mana to power. I like that. So we've got 5 of those, and then the next thing I want to do is make this lava factory controller, because these floating thermal lilies, they consume lava and turn it into power, or mana. Well, I need to sit there and have something that makes the lava, and empowered Enori crystal blocks. That's the bite and the short, because to make this, I need the Empowerer, which is an actual editions bit, and I need to supply these things with power. Well, I don't have much by way of power. All I've got is in there my coal generator. Well, I've got 2, but I do have a chest. Let's take a look at this chest. What's in the chest? Hey, look, we've got Empowerer stuff, which is cool because that's actually what we're going to be using. So let's go ahead and grab these bits, and this bit, and this bit. And I'm going to go ahead and put these here. So I'm going to... Well, I've got a shovel. Why don't I use the shovel? Alright, I'm going to put these Empowerers, not the Empowers, these are the display stands. I'm going to put the Flux Fields next to these, and these need to be 2 spaces, and then this. Alright, so 1, 2, and then that, 1, 2, and then that, and 1, 2, now, 1, 2, and then that. Alright, and let's go ahead and dig out those, and those, and those, and put that there, and that there, and that there. Okay, so now we can fill up these, because we don't need them anymore. I do have some hoppers here, and what I really like to do with these is put them like this onto these display stands. That way I can do multiples at a time, which is very nice. And I think, let's do it over here. I'm gonna... That goes really fast. Where's my chest? There's my chest. I'm going to put a chest right here for the outputs. And we'll come around and we'll put a hopper under the Empowerer and another one on top. So now I can do batches of things. So let's go ahead, and all those are closed off. Cool. But that still doesn't answer the question of, well, how are you going to power this bad boy up? And that's a very good question. I'm so glad you asked. Let's go ahead and put you ingredients, you ingredients, you ingredients, and the last ingredient is snowballs. And then this here is the crystal blocks that I made earlier. So they're all prepped and ready for a second batch to go through. It just needs power. And for that, we are going to need to come back over here. This is to make the lava. But let's go ahead and grab 4 of these, and we've got a mana pool. Cool. Let's go downstairs. I set that up so I could come over here, and you know, I think let's cover that up just so that we don't see those. Changing my mind. Let's not. I want a mana pool right under here. That should be right there. Checking. I missed it by that much. Okay, so there's the mana pool right in the center. Let's go ahead and hit it with some spreaders all around, and then let's point those spreaders to these flux fields. So you can go there, and you can go there. I think you see the pattern that I'm going with here. All right, so they're all pointing, and this is where we got the I've got these are the potency lenses, so they will fire more mana per burst. So if I had slime balls, I would make potency and velocity, so they would go faster with more power. but I don't have any slime balls whatsoever. I've got the rice slime balls from actual editions, but Botania doesn't use those. But what we need to do now is go ahead and supply this with some mana, which is why I wanted to fill up. Why don't you go in there? Let's hop up and then drop you in. And there goes the power. Boom. Well, let's run upstairs real quick and see how that's going charge-wise. See, that's zapping this along very nicely. And it works. It's pretty cool. And I've got, I've got about 4 full mana pools of power. So that's going to handle me very, very nicely. And that's done. That is done. And it's working on the second batch. Isn't that cool? That is a pretty slick way of making power, because if I were to use the cold generators that I've got down there, it would take forever and 5 days for that to work. Let's go ahead. That hardly used anything in this pool. Let's take a look. Okay, so the ring will fill your mana pool about half. And so this looks like the 2 of them are probably going to consume, a quarter, an eighth of whatever. A small amount considering all the niceness that it does. So let's go ahead and take that, and it's already done. Isn't that cool? I really like that. I think that is a slick way of powering those things out. Now, when I need to do much bigger ones that cost a whole lot more power, it's going to eat a lot more mana. But hey, that works. Okay, so let's actually make the lava casing thingamajigger. There we go. And I already made the casings. Oh, and there's my buckets back. And let's go back downstairs. I figured I'd go ahead and put this kind of out of sight. Get it out of here. Let's go over here, because why not? Let's check the block, the zone. Okay, yeah, wrong thing. That's what I want. Okay, hidden. I'm going to go ahead and put it here. Move you out of the way. Let's put the casing 1 away from the wall. Well, that's the factory. There's a casing. I do have a junk block. And then that's you and you, and let's go ahead and just go down there and then up here. Okay, so if I look at this, the factory is complete and can produce lava. So perfect. What it needs though is power, and what we don't have is power, and what we don't have is a battery. Did I not make a battery? I thought I had made a battery. Let's go over here. I could have sworn I had made an extra battery so that I could charge that. Nope, no battery there. Nope, no battery there. Well, fine. Let's go ahead and make a battery. Battery. One of these. Okay. Did I not? I thought I had... Oh, and I'm out of those. Okay, I need 1 more of you, and then I need 5 more of you. All right, and then I need you, and I need 1 of you, and then I need all of you. So over here, spit you out, convert you guys, and you go in the center, you go around. Makes the basic, and then we need the gold one. That makes that. Oh, don't tell me I need another one. I do. I need 1 more redstone, yeah. So let's do that. Come here. 1 more. I had reviewed my notes, and obviously missed the fact that I needed an extra battery. All right. So you go around, you go to the top, and you go right there, and we've got ourselves a battery. Perfect. And I'm going to shift click that so it's charged. If it had power, it would try to fill up my inventory, but it doesn't have power, so it can't. And that's just the way it is. But that's okay. We are going to come down here, and I'm going to hit this with the battery. And so the battery box is holding the battery and can receive power and pump out power, because that's the way I got it. And it's nice to have a little buffer here. All right, so we've got 1 more mana flux field, and we need a mana spreader. Let's point you down. Oh, nope. I'm going to get rid of you first. That's going to have that there. I need a mana spreader 1 over. And I'm using that one there first because I'm going to put these thermal lilies in place. And now they should all be bound to, yes, that one over there. So that's what I want. Now I can sit there and take this one. This way I don't have to go through and redirect them. And I want the splitter to go on top. Doink. And then the mana pool here is going to go right there. Doink. And so when these burn up lava, they will be pushing mana into here, which will go into the mana splitter and filling up the mana pool, which will then allow energy to be pushed through here, which will charge up the lava creation. I think it sounds exciting. Nom, 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 nom. All right, so let's go ahead and kickstart this. I could put lava into there, but instead, I think what I'm going to do is grab mana, because I've got mana upstairs, and I don't have lava. So let's do that. Hey, look, no, let's use this pool way over here. Run, and that pigman should not be there. All right, let's go ahead and dump that in there. Are you in? Okay, in enough. Hello, Mr. Pigman. What do you know about my axe? Would you like to know more? Evidently, yes. Okay, let's go ahead and give that a little bit more time. Oh, I've got these lenses I want to apply to the spreaders down below. And are you still sucking up? Looks like you're still sucking up. Because I want to give it a full ring's worth of mana to begin with. Okay, you're done. All right, let's kickstart that. And it's not a super fast method of generating power, but it does work. And since I've been AFKing, oh here, you need to be pointing up. And you are pointing down. Perfect. Because I've been AFKing here a bunch, it has been working as far as just having tons and tons of time for this to work. All right, so mana is being pushed into here. You can see the numbers clicking along. And if we look at this, the bottom here, the crystal flux is going up. And when it hits a certain amount, for the life of me, I don't know how much it actually takes to consume or make a piece of lava. The manual should say. But you can see it's going up, nothing yet. And once we get sufficient, it should fire off and make lava for us. Yes. There it did. Okay, and that got instantly consumed. I didn't even see a flash of light here. So this will go ahead and continue to push in the stuff there. Let's snag this. That's plenty of mana to power this through. And so this is going to just continually running. These floating thermal lilies will generate some power. I think that one's generating power. You kind of look like you're generating power. Are you actually generating power? You know, it's hard to see because they're being consumed. This is, holy full. I need to max this out. I need to find me some slimes and make a velocity on here because that's limiting. That's bad because these guys... Okay, so this one is generating power. This one's generating power. I keep saying power. They're generating mana. This one is also. So it looks like, yep, the backlog here is this. I may just make some extra mana splitters or spreaders for the moment and point them all in so each one of these guys has its own mana spreader. When I've got a velocity and potency lens on it, it should be able to handle all 4 of them kicking along. But this is gonna kick along. Okay, so I put in half a pool's worth, and it's drained a little bit because of making the lava and charging this up, but this will keep going, and this actually is net positive. I've tested with this in the pack, and it does work very, very nicely. The one thing I have to watch out for is the fact that that's kind of... Oh, nope. It's caught up. So when these guys are actively... If we have multiples of these actively processing, it may overwhelm the spreader here. But it will work. This will go ahead, and once this fills up, then I'm going to go ahead and put a second mana pool off of here, and that would be my output. So this will power the system, and the second one, let's just make it now. Why not? Because that would be the one that I can use to power up rings, you know, just use more mana for other stuff. And for that I need some of these, that many. Let's go ahead and let's slap that on down there, and we will have a mana producing setup here, doink, that will just work and work and work. It's not, like we said, it's not super fast, but it does work. And I was watching this in the creative mode when I was building this up and making sure that it was working in this pack. I sat there and AFK'd and talking with the family, eating lunch and dinner and all that good stuff, and watched this pool get bigger and bigger and bigger. And I had started with a single bucket of lava in there, and it took a while for it to process through enough to fill this up and then start generating mana. That stayed in the pool, was everything else was filled up. But this is working. It's working very nicely. And now I've got a place to, you know, let's set this to give me mana, and I can just toss my ring in there to pull whatever mana's in there. And if I want, I can sit there and do another system off of here and another one off of here. And I think I'm far enough away from my tree farm over there that this is not, the lava here is not going to catch fire. Because it does. It does. And having 3 of these running simultaneously would do a really good job of giving me plenty of mana. It just means 3 times the resources. But I can do that. So there you have it. A pretty slick way of, at least in this pack, other packs may vary. You'll have to always check and make sure. I don't have an empty hand. We'll use an axe. You'll have to always check and make sure how it's working in the pack you're in, playing with Botania. And assuming you have something like actual additions in it that makes this possible with that lava gen. You could use something else. Blood Magic has a ritual that will summon lava for you. There are other things that can make lava, but it may take more to generate the lava than it takes that you're going to get back in power. You'll have to check it out and find out. But it works here. Anyway, I like it. And many, many thanks to Mekle for doing this and making it work out so well. And we're done. At least for this episode. Anyway, this has been Grok the Duck Farmer here playing a little Minecraft with Botania. And we've got slow but unlimited mana growth. Woohoo! I love it. And thanks for watching. Bye. Wrong key again. There we go.